Nature is amazing. Listen, the most beautiful sound ever in the background. Jonni.
Yes, it is. Most beautiful sound. There ain't road here, so we came just beside the one field over there.
Yeah, we created our own road.
There was just a tractor route here down to the river, so we just followed it until we got here to shade off this really big tree. That is one thing that we're gonna trying to find every day, shade.
For now on, because it truly is a summer and it gets hot here. We are higher in the elevation, so it helps, and we can get this somewhat cool breeze here.
Yeah, so hopefully we don't melt during this summer.
We stopped using our heater during the night time, and do you know what is also sign of summer? It's our canopy. The awning is on. Unfortunately, our canopy crank is broken. So it's kind of pain in the ass to open and close. Our camping place is very rural area, and we have not seen any cars drive by that dirt road. But because free camping is illegal here in Greece, we kind of like to keep things discreet and not lay our crap around the area. So whenever we are not using our chairs, they are that way. And also they don't get sunburn because UV light kills everything. We have a nice shady place here too, so I was wondering if we cook meal and go outside to eat.
Yay!
It sounds good. Yeah, let's do that then. Welcome to Combat Kitchen, dark Combat Kitchen. When we put the awning on, it makes the whole van really shady and dark. Usually we get tons of daylight here, but now we are in the dark kitchen. We are going to make korma tofu, so something really easy to make and cheap food and really tasty and delicious. Also, yeah, that Vita Asia brand is really great because it's the mixture of the curry korma, spices, and it does not have a salt in it. Then we will put some frozen vegetables in the rice. And how we make rice a little more healthier is we put lentils inside of them. Yeah, and also this vegetable cream. It was on sale, so I think this is good substitute for the coconut cream. I'm really lucky because the tofu is already marinated. So one thing is essential when you are cooking tofu: marinate it, otherwise it does not taste good. We use dozens of liters of olive oil each year, and this more expensive extra virgin oil we use it on salads when we make it red Greek salads, but in cooking we use this pomace. It's essential to cut the tofus right size, otherwise they don't go here and it takes a lot of time. Yeah. Soon good food, and it takes like 20 minutes to do, and it's super cheap and yummy.
Yeah, the whole plain area here is flooded like, I don't know, maybe 1 year ago, and our van is even lower than this plain area. There was a lot of warning signs saying about the floods in here. Yeah, there's a rapid floods because all of the water in this part of Greece goes through this river. Yeah, it's a huge area that gathers all the water to this one river here, and it gets really brownish color of the water whenever it rains. So we can enjoy a couple of days here before the rain starts. Now it's just blue skies and UV8. So trying not to burn ourselves. That is our goal for the next days. We have a one neighbor over there. There's, I think, behind that house there is 3 or 4 other houses, but seems like it's a summer house and there's nobody else at the moment. So even in that sense we don't bother anyone being there in the bushes, deep in the bushes.
And this is the final tofu korma result with the vegetables. Comfort food. We actually prefer eating food inside of the van. So these are kind of special moments when we are outside. Whoa, kind of windy, nice breeze here. Yeah. And this kurmin, is kind of hard in van life because it stains everything. Everything is yellow.
And we are eating just beside our toilet fan outlet. Yeah, there is a carbon filter, so really it doesn't smell here at all. Sometimes it smells,
But not now.
but not now. There are lots of fish on this river. Seems like every time when I come here there's a different kind of fish, so pretty awesome. But I was just carrying the water for dishes. Yeah, we use usually running water like in the rivers to make our dishes, so we don't have to use our onboard tank water for that. So that way our tank of 110 liters lasts for 1.5 weeks. We have to do dishes before we can actually start our desserts. Dessert coffee and some bakeries. Red velvet mini cakes from bakery, 60 cents. That is one thing that I love about Greece and their bakery. They are affordable, really good tasting, and just perfect country to go buy some pastries. And I think that is a reason why they don't have that much candies in the stores. I'm a sweet tooth. I usually buy candy every weekend, but not in Greece. I go to the bakery, buy some pastries, much better. And one of the most simplest coffee drinks in the whole world is what the Greek drink. Frappe is really simple drink to make. It's just instant coffee with water or milk if you want, and some sugar if you want sweetness. But the cold coffee drink that was invented, I think, in 90s in a convention where they Nestle tried to sell baby powder, and they had this mixer there to the baby powder, and one of the guys working for Nestle mixed instant coffee and water with the same machine, and that's how the frappe was invented. And nowadays it's you can see everyone is holding frappe glass wherever you go. It's like the to-go drink. You are working, you have frappe in your hand. You are driving, you have frappe in your hand. You are admiring views, you have frappe in your hand.
Sun went down, so we came for a little walk, and next to our riverside camping place we did find this abandoned hippie camp. Maybe some forest festivals have been here. Dinch, 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 dinch. these structures are kind of impressive still. I don't know when the festivals were, but it's nice to see that there's no trash left behind. Only organic material.
This looks a bit sketchy, this bridge, but the old bridge is behind. That is sketchy bridge. So in that sense this is really good bridge.
I did it! Who's the brave woman? Me?
So beautiful. Like pristine, clear water rivers, which is quite cold even in the summertime. It's flowing the whole year around, and you are surrounded by nature, pure nature. There's a couple of houses on this area and that's it. Oh, we found the blissness that we wanted to find. There's a fish in the river, there's lots of springs in this area. Every town has their own spring. I don't know. We have always been looking for next home base. This ticks a lot of boxes. Yeah, but when it's floods in here, it floods greatly. As you can see, we are 200 meters away from the river that is somewhere there. But all this is covered with water some time of the year. Usually end of the summer or start of the autumn there's floods that occur in Greece. Yeah, it's a lot of water that flows here. But it is a good thing. One thing that we always look for, plot, that it has to be a river that flows the whole year around.
And trees!
And trees! Something like this. Small house with a big garden. So you can actually grow your own food. And also in area what we are looking for houses that, or households that grow their own food in that area. So we can know that we can also grow food. Because there is areas in Greece that they don't grow anything there because nothing grows. It's too dry area or too hot area and nothing grows there. But usually in Greece, whatever you put to the ground, it just grows. In Greece there are 3 growing zones, from 9 to 7. 7 is like something you found in Poland, and 9 is where you put your oranges. So there's a lot to choose from, and in Peloponnese I think 7 is the lowest in the mountain areas, and here in the mainland of Greece, which is not our home, the growing zone goes down to 7 on the mountain area. But lots of things to think about. This really talked to us, like all these surroundings, everything. But one minus thing about this area is this vines. Vines need a lot of heat. So usually where vines are growing in the summertime, it's really hot. So that is always like giving us thoughts if the area is too hot.
Kalimera! I hope you guys did sleep as well as we did here in the arms of Mother Nature. We have bad news! I take a sip of coffee and tell you then what happened. Not trying to be dramatic, but we were planning to be here over a week or so because the place is just perfect for the long-term staying. Nobody can see us, there's no houses, no cars driving by. Beautiful crystal clear lake to bathe in, so perfect spot to stay longer. These are the highlights of our days and highlight of our journey to go bathe in a natural water. If you have not tried it, try it because it's the best feeling ever. We did check out the weather forecast and it's going to be heavy rains, not just drizzle, and the storms and rain will continue whole week. And where we are parked at the moment is a riverbed and there is already really soft sand, so we are not going to take a chance that we get stuck here, and also it's not really good thing to be parked in the riverbed when the rain starts. Yeah, so unfortunately we cannot stay his place that long that we first planned, but at least we could enjoy it one beautiful wonderful day. Yeah. Okay, now I will go to wake Joni up and force him to sit with me in the chairs, because soon we will lose this sun. Look who's awake! It's alive!
I'm not the morning person at all.
Yeah. Joni, what's your opinion about us have to leave this gorgeous place?
Evian River is really nice, but we will follow the Evian River, so if there's some other maybe more safer places along it.
But I don't know, the river turns quite murky and disgusting when it rains. We have seen the pictures, so
Yeah,
is it worth of?
I don't know. Let's drive a couple of hours north from here and see what is there.
Yeah.
This part of Greece, there's nothing in Pakfonite, nothing in iOverlander, so we just have to rely on our own eyes. And
Yeah. And look where it took us. We trust our own eye better than the apps. We are a bit cocky that way.
yes.
Yeah, let's enjoy morning coffee and not talk. Just enjoy and be silent.